They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill it. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on .62, gon' split em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5 point sale, eat em up, eat em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple Opps Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta kill me or die, nigga. Fuck you mean? Talking about smoke and we still living in the same bitch. No, sir. You don't got smoke with me, baby. You'd have been dead, huh? G-Stack, bitch. Whatever I fuck up, Tom gon' fix it, nigga. Y'all know what the fuck going on, bitch.
Yo, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Press a 1 if y'all can hear me out here, people. Press a 1. If y'all can hear me, press 1, please. Press 1. Got this microphone rocking right quick. Let me see if this microphone works. If you can hear me, press a 1. Can I get a 1 in the chat? Or y'all can't hear me? Okay. Am I coming in clear? Am I coming in good? All right, that's good. All right, so let's do shout outs first. Get this damn mic going. Shout out to my brother All Things, Big AMC FSG in the building. Shout out to my brother Rod Walker, Shalom King, peace and blessings to you. Shout out to my brother Bank Hayes, Big AMC FSG in the building. Salute, King, salute. My brother Opulent LDTV in the building. If you're not subscribed to him, make sure you link up with him and subscribe. Like I said, my nigga All Things, he always come through. That's my nigga right there. If he don't get no bigger. Shout out to my brother Dodge J in the building. Salute to you, brother. Courtney Thompson, salute, brother. My brother Andy Gill in the building. Big Ock Busy in the building. Salute, King. Salute. My brother Marquis, AMC FSG. Yeah, he on that bill shit. Camp 11 in the building. That light-skinned business every day in the building. Salute. Shout out to the Wise Sport Betting in the building. Salute, salute. New face, ain't seen you before. Hope all is well with you. You know, I do a little sports betting myself. But let me get you wrenched up so you don't get hit with friendly fires. People know that you're all right. You feel what I'm saying? Get you situated. My brother Malik Taylor in the building. Salute, 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 salute. Malik in the building. Y'all know this the one part that takes me a minute. To the OG, the General, Kyle Coolett in the building. Salute to you, homie. Hope all is well with you, Mr. Coolett. Salute to Milan in the building. Salute, salute. Milan, peace and blessings to you. Shout out to the beautiful Queen Arena in the building. Salute, salute. Wise Sport Betting. I appreciate you, Queen. I mean, I hope you that's your picture up there. If that is, I appreciate you, Queen. If not, you know how some people put different pictures up, so I don't want to you know, don't know if you're a male or female, but female in the picture. But I know some dudes that put female pictures up, so I don't know. You know, just let me know your gender, and I'll make sure I keep it right. If you're a queen, all right, queen. You know, if not, my bad. You feel me? Oh, that's Angie Wild. Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure, bro. Y'all know how we have some people that you know come through. All right. So let's get it popping. Dr. Key says she might be in today. She might not. I don't know. You know, she got a lot of paperwork to get done with. But first things first, we got Bill on his Bill shit as usual. Now on Twitter, he's sitting there clapping. Oh, okay, Angie, my bad. Well, appreciate you, Queen. So y'all know Bill's on Twitter, and he's talking about why people ain't doing the VADA, right? Now, one thing about it, man, Bill is really, I feel like they are sitting there bringing down the value of VADA testing. That's all he's sitting there saying is VADA this, VADA that, one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, knick knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Nigga, just say your damn son scared, nigga. Or you scared for your son. Like, it's crazy how everything he puts up is always about the testing. Like, this nigga gonna stand on that damn lie until the end of it. Like, he gonna stand on the fact that the only reason Ryan Garcia won is because he didn't get VADA tested, right? This is what he's gonna stand on. Now, one thing I can say is salute my brother Marcus Robinson in the building. Salute. All right. So you see, he said, "What's up with these fighters?" He meant to say, "What's up with these fighters not enrolling in VADA testing?" Right? That's what he meant to say. But you know how some people get, they don't think past go. He talking about Jose Ramirez, Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero tapering off, or they getting cold feet. And then he shows this right here about Devin, how he's completed in VADA testing and everything. But, you know, that's Bill's claim to fame is VADA. That's the only thing Bill can talk about is VADA this, VADA that, right? First off, Ryan and Rolly are not fighting Devin, for one. So why are you still pushing VADA at Ryan and Rolly? They have their own testing. They use USADA. They use water, Bill. Like, it's funny how you always say VADA this and VADA that, but Victor Conte works for you and VADA is related to him. And why not say USADA? Or why not say WADA? You feel what I'm saying? Like, Victor Conte was mad because his people are not into the 24/7 drug testing. Like, you trying to put money in his pocket because he works for you. This is what you're doing. And what you need to worry about is Jose Ramirez and Devin Haney's fight right there. And I'm going to tell y'all the biggest thing that a lot of people are not saying, right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Devin Haney is 31-0, right? He's still undefeated, right? Creole the Traveler salute. Devin Haney is still undefeated, am I right? Let me know. Is he still undefeated? On paper, he's still undefeated. All right, so he's still undefeated on paper. On paper, Devin Haney is still undefeated. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something that a lot of people ain't thought about. Devin Haney is the former undisputed champion, a former 2-division champion, and is undefeated. Now, y'all ready for the punchline? Y'all ready for the punchline, right? The punchline is this. He is a former undisputed champion, a former 2-division undefeated champion. You feel me? A so-called face of boxing, right? But he's on the undercard from 2 people that Tank beat. Mr. Pride, salute King. He's on the undercard for 2 people that Tank beat. Tank stopped both of these guys. Wookie whoop. Long time, bro. How you been, bro? Peace and blessings to you. Tank stopped Ryan and he stopped Rolly. They're the headliners for this next card, and Devin's on the undercard. You get where I'm going with this? So their biggest loss is bigger than Devin's whole career. He's on the undercard of 2 niggas that lost to Tank Davis, and he's a former undefeated, undisputed 2-weight division champion. Now, what does that say to the dynamic? And this is not for the Devin fans. These are for the Devin cultists. Explain that to where is Frequent in them at? Frequent, explain to me how you're on the undercard of 2 of Tank's former opponents that he knocked out. You're not even co-main. Supreme Cam, salute King, big AMC FSG in the building. But y'all see that, Rod Walker, you see what I'm saying though? Look, Rolly got stopped by Tank. Ryan got stopped by Tank. Devin's still undefeated, 2-division champion, former undisputed. And he's on the undercard of 2 of Tank's victims. That should tell you a lot about, about the star power. And Malik Taylor, he said he's supposedly getting the most money according to Devin in the media. He's not even getting the 3rd most. Well, he's getting the 3rd most. Ryan and Rolly are getting more than Devin. They're the headliners. Salute to my brother Kellonella. And again, you say, that's what? Exactly, y'all. So, it ain't shit that Devin and Devin's fans can tell me when you need to get on a Rolly and Ryan Garcia card to build your legacy. This is like when Floyd used to throw Canelo or Tank Davis on his undercards so they can get fans off of their shines. Exactly, Andy Gills, because he's a hype job. And I would just say it's a lot of hype behind Devin, but Devin is a good fighter. But his fan base is non-existent. His fan base is not there. His fan base is not there. And like I said, you can tell your fan base is not there when you're an undefeated fighter on the undercard of 2 people that Tank beat. So with them losing the Tank, they have more star power than you, an undefeated fighter. And that's like what I said yesterday about Brian Norman Jr. being on the undercard of Michaela Mailer fight. And like I said, if I was a professional boxer as well as a world champion, there will only be 2 females who undercard I would be on. And that's either Clarissa Shields or Amanda Serrano. Those are the only females that I would even let be on the overcard above me. Michaela Mailer has no fans. And that's why I say Brian Norman Jr., when he comes to fight Boots again, he done lost all his leverage. Like, you done lost all that leverage that you had the first negotiation. You could have walked away with almost $2 million. Now you're on Michaela Mailer's undercard. There's no way that you're going to be able to ask for that type of money this time, Brian Norman. Especially if Boots gets another belt with a Manchester Stanionis. And shout out to the beautiful queen, 2 Cent Boxing. And if you're not subscribed to her, you're missing out. Yeah. Exactly, Malik Taylor. Devin is on the undercard of 2 people that Tank Davis stopped. And he's supposedly an undefeated, former, undisputed 2-division champion. That shows that you have no buying power, no star power, no star-studdedness. That's what that means right there. Yes, it does mean that right there. But it's okay. Look at Shakur. Shakur is gladly accepting his secondary role. Yeah. Shakur, he gladly accepts his secondary role. He know he robbing the Batman. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be the daggone the hero of the story. Everybody can't be the main character. But don't get me wrong, some of these fighters are characters. Well, Andy Gill, the Normans are gonna want $2 million, but they better not even fix their mouth to ask for $2 million, especially coming off Michaela Mailer's undercard where that fight might do 15,000 views at the most. That Michaela Mailer fight, ain't nobody talking about that shit right there. Exactly, Milan. It's because the belts don't matter. It's some people that the belts help, and it's some people that helps the belts. Like when you have a fighter like a Canelo or somebody, they help the belts. Like look at David Benavidez and David Morrell. Both of these guys are holding secondary belts. Benavidez has the Intercontinental WBC. Well, he got the WBC intern. Right? David Morrell has the WBA World. While Beterbiev, he has the Super. Bivol and Beterbiev are the two super champs. They're fighting for undisputed. You got David Benavidez and Morrell. Their gate is already at 8 million. Which one you talking about, 2 Cent? And you can't steal from me. You can't steal from me, 2 Cent. You walk with everything I got. You walk with everything I got, 2 Cent. But David Benavidez and David Morrell are already at $8 million gate. That's probably more than the Beterbiev and Beterbiev card did the whole time. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I be saying Al Heyman runs boxing. They can say what they want, but the David Benavidez and David Morrell card is popping. It's done sold out. They doing resales. The gate is already at 8 million. And yes, Akello, Norman Jr. is probably making $100,000 some. He's probably making $100,000 some. Yeah. And he had a chance to get almost 2 million. And see the fucked up shit about it, he might, if he don't play his card right, he's not that great of a fighter. So he's gonna end up getting knocked off by somebody that's not even worth no money, like AJ did with Andy Ruiz. Like AJ could have fought Deontay Wilder for $40 million. He could have fought Deontay Wilder for $40 million, but he lost to Andy Ruiz for $10 million. You feel me? Lost to Andy Ruiz for $10 million. And it's funny, like Juan Lopez, he could have fought Yuriorkis Gamboa for the biggest featherweight fight. They were supposed to mix it up, but he wanted to fight Orlando Salido first as a tune-up. Never made it to the Yuriorkis Gamboa fight because Orlando Salido tuned his ass up twice. That's what I'm saying. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bushes, dog. You can't sit there and put off one fight and think about the next one. When you got the opportunity to make that fight, you need to go ahead and make that fight. And I'm glad that the Davids, they making that fight. Because both of them are 26. Both of them is in their prime. It's no excuses. We getting the best, fighting the best at the best time. We getting the best of the division, fighting each other at the best time of their career. And if the fight goes the way I hope, we can probably get 2 or 3 out of it. And I know a lot of people be like, man, I don't really care about the rematch and nothing like that. But I would rather watch a rematch of 2 good fighters sticking it out than watching a damn fighter in a completely one-sided match. Like if David Morrell and David Benavidez do what I think they would do, I'll watch it 3 times. You feel me? Just so we can get a definitive answer. Instead of watching Benavidez versus a motherfucking damn M. Billy or somebody here run right over. Desmond Johnson, salute to my brother. And see, that's what a lot of these fighters don't understand. This is what a lot of these fans don't understand. Quality fights isn't about the number of people that you can beat. It's about the value of the opponent that you're going against and how great the fight looked. And if it was competitive and if it was sitting there fighting each other at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder would have fought, and that shit would have been a great fight. Look at Riddick Bowe versus Holyfield. We watched that 3 times. We watched that shit 3 times, and each fight was something new. Bowe beat him the first one. Holyfield won the second one. Bowe won the third one. That was the best, fighting at the best. They was making each other better. Plus, they was knocking years off of each other's boxing career. But it forced each of them to evolve into a better fighter. Like, it was 2 fighters pushing themselves to the limit, and they had to evolve. Like, it's sometimes you got an opponent that'll make you get up out the... Look at Showtime Sean Porter. When he fought Earl Spence, I've never seen Sean Porter look that good. Sean Porter never looked as good as he did in his whole career, except for when he fought Earl Spence. That man trained for 6 months. 6 months. Had 8 different daggone coaches in there. And the fucked up shit about it, he got Earl Spence without strength and conditioning. Now, if Earl Spence had strength and conditioning, and if Earl Spence would have fought on the outside, instead of taking it on the inside to him, Daryl Thigpen salute. Then it would have been a whole different ball game. But I'm glad it went the way it did. It was a great fight. They slugged out. They fought in that down and dirty. And they got down and dirty. Like, Earl could have sat there and fought on the outside, made it a little easier, use his strengths, use his length, created distance. But that's not what we wanted to see. We wanted to see Earl get in there and beat that man in his own game. Because when you beat a fighter with his own style, it ain't shit they can say. Now, if you outbox a fighter and everything, you be like, yeah, he outboxed me and shit like that, but he was running and doing all this. But when you sit there, you put your motherfucking helmet on, you eat you a Snicker because you know it's gonna be a long day, and you stand in that motherfucking pot, you go do what you do. Oh, that nigga knocked Adrian Broner out, Banks. Oh, you talking about Sean Porter beat AB? Well, Sean Porter was way bigger than Adrian Broner. And shout out to my boy Big V in the Cash App with the $5 holler. He talking about we gonna start it off right. I appreciate you, fam, for starting it off right. You know what I'm saying? You know I always need 5 people to support the grind. And you started it off. I appreciate you, my brother. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that supports the channel. Hopefully in March, we get our credentials back. Since I got a 1-year suspension. I'm like Ryan Garcia. I got a 1-year suspension from this shit. You feel me? But I'm supposed to get my rehearing in March. Try to get my credentials back. And shout out to my brother, Crush, the legend in the building. Yeah, AB should have stayed. AB should have stayed at 130. Yeah. Nah, I think he should stay at 130, 135. Shalom to my brother, Mr. Altruistic in the building. Salute. You got a lot of people that say Adrian Broner was better than Floyd. And they said athletically he was. Just like Zab Judah was more athletic than Floyd. But they didn't have Floyd's work ethic. They didn't have Floyd's his work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Like, a motherfucker could be athletically gifted and not put in the work. Like LeBron James and Michael Jordan, right? They are way more athletically gifted than Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant wasn't that athletically gifted, but Kobe Bryant had the greatest work rate out of anybody. You feel me? His work rate made him that great because he put in the work. And that's what make fighters and people great. That if you don't have the necessary blessings, the necessary tools to be great, then you go out there and you do what you got to do to make it where you can do what other people do greatly. Shane Fraser, salute, King. Just like if Roy Jones, say like Roy Jones would have developed the jab, and he wouldn't have been out there playing basketball before his boxing matches. And he would have stopped bouncing up and down in weight. Roy Jones could have lasted at least 3 or 4 more years, especially with a good jab. And see, that's why in all sports, the more fundamental players or the more fundamental athletes have much more longevity than the supremely gifted athletic athletes. Like, look at Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was pure fundamentals. Look how long he lasted, right? Now, go look at Boogie Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins, he was a freak of nature, but he didn't last that long. Like, Floyd Mayweather, he was purely in that gym. Terrence Crawford in that gym. Then you got people like Earl Spence, Prince Nassim, Roy Jones, flashy, motherfucking physically gifted fighters. And look what happened to him. Even Big Baby Anderson. That man beat up on Tyson Fury in sparring. Then this motherfucker started acting like he didn't know if he wanted to keep boxing. Or he said, I only want to box till I'm this age. Like, I don't really care about boxing. And you know what? He got in that ring with the African warlord. And the African warlord gave him everything he wanted. He said, you want a reason to quit boxing? Boom! Here you go, nigga. Now you ain't got to box no more. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can't play boxing. And as an athlete, you got to take your craft seriously. And I'm going to tell y'all when Devin Haney was the most dangerous. When Devin Haney was in that gym working. He was training. He wasn't doing all this talking on social media. Before Devin Haney fought George Kambosos, Devin Haney was the most dangerous because he was hungry. He had something to prove. You know, he had Mickey Bay. He had his team. They was doing everything they had to do, right? Then they got the rematch. He beat the rematch. Then everybody started pumping his head up. Then Devin and Bill, they started getting the big head and they stopped training the way they used to. They got rid of Mickey Bay, the nigga that been training Devin. They got him there. They got rid of him. Bill Haney started throwing on his pimp suits. The nigga skiing on lives. He on Mill City Boxing doing a Charlie. Residue on the nose and everything. Funny how after the Garcia defeat, they ran back to Mickey Bay. Yes, Haney was dangerous. This is the time where Devin Haney got the knockout of the year. Wasn't that Moran that he hit and got the knockout of the year? Yeah, Devin Haney caught the nigga. Knockout of the year. And then Bill put his son in the shadow. Bill pulled an Eddie Hearn. Like Eddie Hearn gets more clout than his fighters because he's always in the front row. And see, that's why I be telling y'all, Bill is a hustler. His son was his new product. He was hustling his son to the world. And like I said, Bill got the big head, and that's what like a lot of street people. Because I used to be a street nigga myself. I'm still street by heart. But niggas in the street feel like they the smartest people in the world. I remember I used to be like that. I used to be like, man, they won't catch me if I do shit smarter. Not realizing it's called a trap for a reason. Motherfuckers in the trap for a reason because it's set up to trap you. You feel what I'm saying? It's set up to trap you like mice in a maze trying to get the cheese. You feel me? We are mice in a maze chasing for the cheese. Scrambling for the cheese, baby, for the bread. You can call it bread, you can call it cheese. All it is what they wave in front of the damn trap before that latch clip down on your neck. Boom. Take away everything. And I knew this country was fucked up when I can get way more time for drugs than I can for a murder. Well, I don't know about the laws now, but back then, you get 84 months for a body, well, 2 bodies, 2 counts of manslaughter, get 84 months, but get 122 for drugs. That's motherfucking 40 extra months more. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they was more mad that I got tax evasion. You feel me? Like, here, they was more mad about the potential income that they didn't get off me hustling drugs. Like, the Fed said, fuck that other shit. We gonna get you on the drugs and the damn, we gonna get you on this conspiracy and this tax evasion. We'll let the state handle the manslaughters. Yeah, that's how they did it. And I'm like, well, damn. A nigga life ain't really worth nothing out here. And see, that's what people don't understand. Like, this shit's like the Coliseum, and we are gladiators fighting in the gladiator ring. And when a person gets too big above themselves, they have to slow you down. Like Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo, he got beside himself, they gave that nigga a loss. When they gave Jermell Charlo that loss, they humbled him and his brother the fuck down. They showed you like, look, nigga, we control your career. Andy Gill. Trafficking across states, that's what it's supposed to mean, right? But trafficking is if you have a certain amount as well. Like, yeah, 2 Cent. When I got charged and everything, I had a $750,000 fine, and then I had $480,000 worth of restitution. They charged me $480K for restitution, and I had a $750,000 fine. That's over $1 million and some change that they hit me with, and they still think they gonna get that shit. Now, when I was locked up, I had to work a job, and they was taking my money every month. You feel me? I used to make, I think, like $230 a month. They would leave me with $25. The rest of it they took. You feel me? Yeah. But see, when I did this shit, man, this was back in the damn late 90s. I was 18 years old, man. You feel me? I done did my bid and everything. I'm not going back. But what I'm saying is, because this right here, so, and people, exactly 2 cent, Boots ain't duck. Boots has been telling people, and see, that's what another thing I hate. I hate when people try to force a narrative on people. Now, when Lomachenko wants to go for undisputed, it's okay. When Devin Haney wants to go for undisputed, well, hell, he only got that in one fight. But when a motherfucker say they want to go to for undisputed, it's all good. But Jerron Ennis, he sat there and told us from the get-go that he wants to collect all the belts at 147 and go undisputed. He said that's his dream. Now, people are calling him a duck because he don't want to leave to go to 154 to fight somebody up there and drop his belt. Like, you can't force a nigga to leave his weight division when he said this was his dream. Did nobody care when Loma kept chasing undisputed? This is what I'm saying. He has a chance to fight Imantas Stanionis. And if he's smart, he would go ahead and go for either Norman or Barrios next. Right? That'll be his best bet. But if he don't, but like I said, Teofimo's not going to fight him. Teofimo is not going to fight him. Everybody say Teofimo line up. Teofimo's pump faking. We've seen Teofimo. We know Teofimo is not trying to do all that bullshit. We not trying to see that shit. Shout out to my man Emmanuel Carter, Colts Nation in the building. And yes, them Colts will be back next year. We taking Houston out the damn way. Colts Nation, playoffs, Super Bowl. We getting right. You can say what you want. Jonathan Taylor is healthy. We're going to get Anthony Richardson. We're going to get him straight. But, we're going to go back to this real quick. People don't realize Teofimo's pump faking. Jerron Boots Ennis, and this is what I don't get. Eddie Hearns. Anthony Joshua is spilt milk. Conor Ben will never be good milk. That nigga was buttermilk from the get-go. Planet 619, my boy in the building. Salute, King. And I appreciate that too, Planet 619. I forgot that you Big V in the building. Salute for that cash app, my brother. But yeah, Boots could have fought them at 154, right? Planet 619. But Boots has a chance to unify his division this year. Boots fights 3 times a year. Banks, don't start hating, my nigga. And if I was Eddie Hearns, Eddie, you need your meal ticket. Anthony Joshua is done. Conor Ben, nothing. Your people have been losing all year. Queensberry has spanked your ass. Oscar and them spanking your ass. You got the #1 draft pick. You say you was hype about Boots. Then Eddie, you have a chance to turn this man into a star. He signed this deal with you to see what you could do for him. Now remember, he stayed with Cameron Duncan even though Showtime and PBC wanted to make a deal with him. So Boots and his dad is loyal. If you can show that man you can get him to fights, then he will lock in with you. He's not no Devin. Oh, who's Vincent? Whoever Vincent was that sent the cash app, I appreciate it. But what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. He got him to fight with Stanionis. Mario Barrios with Milan. Eddie Hearns know that Boots is a bigger meal ticket than damn Shakur. He knows Shakur is good defensively, but Eddie Hearns know that if he wants the money, Boots Ennis could be Earl Spence. He already got more wins and knockouts than Earl. He has more knockouts than Earl has fights. But this is what I'm saying. Jerron Ennis is on the cusp. This man is on the cusp. Y'all don't understand, but he is on the cusp of being a superstar. The man with David Abernathy, he did more. He did a $1.4 million gate. He did more with Abernathy than Bud did with him on pay-per-view. Bud had 6,000 pay-per-views and under a $200,000 gate. He 3 times what Bud did with the same opponent. Fonzby, I think it was a 5-fight deal at first. But if Rick Timms, my brother, salute, King, peace and blessings to you. But this is what I'm saying. If Eddie comes through, they're going to re-sign back with him. And this is what I'm saying. Eddie has the means to make Boots a global superstar, especially if Boots do what he's supposed to do. Eddie has the English. He has England. He has all that over there. Now, Boots is already known in America, right? You get a Montes Stanionis. You get him to fight with a Montes Stanionis. He becomes a 2-time champion. Get him to fight with Mario Barrios. That's going to bring in the Spanish. That's how Earl got the Spanish folks. Give him a good fight. Let him and Mario Barrios go in there. And Boots has a very fan-friendly style. If Boots go out there and he bangs it out with Mario Barrios and he don't do all that bullshit and he bangs it out. He bangs it out because Mario Barrios wants to fight. If Boots goes out there and bangs it out and beats the shit out of Mario Barrios, that's going to boost his stock. It's going to boost his fanfare. Him and Mario Barrios could probably do a pay-per-view and it'll do over 150,000. If he has, after he beats Stanionis, shout out to my brother Judah Vision in the building, salute. Boots beats Stanionis. Him and Mario Barrios should go for a pay-per-view in Texas. They should go pay-per-view. It'll do at least 120 to 150,000. Easy. It'll be for damn 3 belts. And then Boots could fight Brian Norman Jr. for undisputed. Eddie Hearns gets that man these 3 fights this year. Boots will be a solidified star because he's exciting to watch. He's a knockout artist. And he's fan-friendly. That's what you need. And he gives you the interviews. That's the difference. Boots is already a star in his own right. All you got to do is just give him the airtime. And then after that, if I was Eddie Hearns, then I would set up a match with Boots and Conor Benn over there in England. Exactly, Milan, especially if it's for 3 belts. Matter of fact, Milan, I would have him fight Brian Norman Jr., then Mario Barrios for undisputed. Because if you fight Mario Barrios for undisputed, the Spanish folks is going to come out because it's a chance for one of their own to get undisputed. So that's going to bring it out. That's going to bring out the motherfucking people. That's going to bring them out. And then I was take them over there to England. Ashley, yeah. Boots said that Tank hits harder than him. Ashley. What's your dude name? It was a dude that was sparring with Tank and Boots He already said that Tank hits harder than Boots. They said Tank hits harder than Bud Crawford, Boots, and Keith Thurman. Tank is one of the hardest hitting motherfuckers out there, Ashley. Hey, Thomas Lopez. You know what's crazy, Thomas Lopez? Earl Spence is one of my favorite fighters, Thomas. But before Earl Spence got in there with Kell Brooks, he wasn't the same. When you fight better fighters, Thomas, this is one thing about boxing. Fighters evolve. And Floyd Mayweather that fought Guerrero isn't the Floyd Mayweather that fought Zab Judah. And Floyd that fought Zab Judah ain't the one that fought Canelo. And Floyd that fought Canelo isn't the one that fought Pacquiao. You know, as you box, you get better. You get better as you box. So as his opponents go up, and as he gets more experienced, Thomas, then he's going to get better. Canelo Alvarez that got his ass whooped by Floyd Mayweather isn't the Canelo Alvarez that beat Triple G. You understand where I'm going with that, Thomas? That's why practice makes perfect. And that's why you have to have great opponents to become a great fighter. Because if you don't have an opponent that will push you to your limits and get you to break through, then you don't get... Exactly, Milan. Bozy Ennis even said that Tank hits harder than Boots. And that's his own dad. Look at Ashley. Yeah, Bozy even said that shit. They say Tank power is incredible. No, Rick. I didn't say Earl was done, Rick. What I said was Earl Spence that fought Kell Brook wasn't the same one that fought Danny Garcia. Wasn't the same one that fought. What I'm saying, Rick, the Terrence Crawford, I'm going to put it like this. Besides my brother Brian the King Falcone, Terrence Crawford that fought Yuriorkis Gamboa isn't the same Terrence Crawford that fought Jeff Horn. Terrence Crawford that fought Jeff Horn isn't the same Terrence Crawford that fought Sean Porter. Terrence Crawford that fought Sean Porter isn't the same Terrence Crawford that fought Errol Spence. Just like when Holyfield fought Riddick Bowe the first time, he got his ass whooped. Then he was able to evolve. He was able to get better. And Holyfield came back and he beat Riddick Bowe ass the second fight. That's what I'm saying about a great fighter. Even if you lose, there's a valuable lesson learned. Like anytime you go into something, you learn. That's what they say Floyd Mayweather. If you hit Floyd with a shot, they say you would never hit Floyd with that same shot again. Even Sugar Shane said that. If you catch Floyd with something that he don't see coming, you have to switch it up. You can't throw that shit at him no more because he's going to be ready for it. And that's with any great fighter. They evolve. And that's what I'm saying. You put Jerron Ennis in there with Amanda Stanionis. Jerron Ennis is going to learn from Stanionis, and he's going to battle, and he's going to become better. Then you put him in there with Norman, he's going to get better. You put him in there with Barrios, he's going to get better. As a fighter goes and he fights great fights, a fighter cannot be great unless they fight great fighters. If anybody knows how to play chess, playing chess against people that suck will make your chess game bad. You can't evolve and get better as a chess player by playing people that don't stimulate your cerebral, your mental. If you're playing against people that suck, you will continue to suck. But if you play against people in chess that are better than you, one that push you to the limit, oh yeah, Ashley, anything about Tank Milan, Ashley knows. Ashley just being here trolling sometimes. That's my girl. I just be fucking with her. That's why Earl Spence used to say, this is why Earl Spence say I don't do tune-up fights. when he should have did a tune-up fight. But he say I don't do tune-up fights because really a tune-up fight really ain't gonna do shit for you. You need somebody that's gonna push you. That's why Floyd had motherfucking Spence in that motherfucking training camp with him, and he was getting it in. That's why they say motherfuckers need that good sparring partners. That's why you need good sparring partners. Good sparring partners get you ready for that match. You feel what I'm saying? That's why they say, oh, we got some good sparring in this camp. Because if you don't got nobody, yeah, like Goku needed Frieza. Like Vegeta needed Goku. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's the only way people can get better is if you push yourself. And if you're never pushed to the max, you can never be great. Like, look at Prince Nassim Hamed. Prince Nassim Hamed was destroying people. He wasn't being tested. He was getting put in there with people that he was head and tails above better. And wasn't nobody stimulating him and making it tough. As soon as Prince Nassim Hamed got in there with Marco Antonio Barrera, and this is the same Marco Antonio Barrera that went to war with Eric Morales like 3 times. Him and Eric Morales used to go to war. You feel me? And as soon as he went in that ring, Marco Antonio Barrera walked Prince Nassim down. He was doing shit to Prince Nassim that he never had done to him before. And Prince Nassim couldn't handle it. Prince Nassim couldn't handle the type of pressure that Marco Antonio Barrera, who had been put through wars. Marco Antonio Barrera has been put through wars. And that's why he was able to hop on Nassim Hamed, who had never been tested. I mean, John Garage, you got some sparring is not the same as some part sparring. Hey, Rick Timms, Earl Spence at his right weight, like 154, 160, before that last accident, he destroys Bud. That's in my opinion. He destroys Bud. If Bud would have fought Earl when he came up, right after Earl fought Lamont Peterson, Earl would have styled on that nigga, dog. He would have styled on him. But, that's fantasy. We cannot say it. When they did fight, Bud put his foot off in his ass and broke it. It was already a crooked ass, but he broke it. But John's Garage, you can't really say that. Because you could go back to Earl Spence and Floyd Mayweather sparring John Garage. They cut the damn thing off. They wasn't holding back. They wasn't holding back in their doghouse rules. Some sparring, yeah. But some sparring, they go to war, John's Garage. When Earl Spence was sparring motherfucking Adrian Broner, he knocked that nigga out on his feet. So you can't say some sparring ain't shit. Some people go to spar and go to war. Hell, go back and look at motherfucking Tank Davis versus motherfucking Devin Haney. You think he had 30 niggas in the gym trying to beat him up. You think they was bullshit? No. A lot of this sparring that you see, yeah, some of it's bullshit, but when you about to get a championship fight and you got a motherfucker coming at you, like if you about to fight a Bud Crawford, motherfucking Sean Porter had the best sparring he can get. When you like Bud Crawford when he about to fight Earl, he had the best sparring he can get. You trying to get the best people in there that can give you the best looks. You know what I'm saying? You want somebody that's gonna push you to the max. Because Rick Timms will tell you, any OG will tell you, the same thing you do in practice is how you will perform in the game. So when you practice, you want to practice at your very best, at the high level. And before Earl got in that accident, him and Jermell Charlo used to spar. Him and Jermell Charlo used to go at it like cats and dogs, bro. He used to put that shit on Jermell Charlo, and Jermell Charlo used to put it on him. But Jermell Charlo used to have to wear rib protectors because Earl Spence was just that strong. But see, one thing about Earl that I didn't like, I hated the fact that Earl was fighting at welterweight when Floyd even told you Earl should have been fighting at 160 or 168. And I'm going to tell you a reason why. If y'all notice, before he fought Sean Porter and before he fought Mikey Garcia, Earl Spence was over 190 pounds. That shows you his discipline to be able to cut that much weight. But Earl is a natural 160-pound fighter. He was cutting his weight in half to get to I understand because all the money was at welterweight. It ain't no money. It ain't really no money. It wasn't no money at 154 and 160. So Earl, he sacrificed to fight at that weight because you remember Earl, when he first came in, he was fighting at 155, 154. And like I said, the welterweight is the premier division in boxing. You have 4 divisions in boxing that gets all the money. You got the 135, the 147, the 175, and the heavyweight. Well, John's Garage. I thought Earl would beat him too, but when I seen Earl the week of the fight, I ain't even gonna lie, I said it's over with. I said it's over with because I knew what it was. Earl didn't look the same. Exactly, Rod Walker. Earl had to keep losing weight with them fat caps. And the reason is because he was weight bullying. He was fighting outside his division. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 160 used to be the premier division back in the day, but it ain't been that way since Roy Jones left it. But like I said, the heavyweight division, the light heavyweight division, 147, 135. Those the 4 divisions. Well, now they're 168 because it's Canelo. But still, Earl realized that he had to fight at 175 or 147. Look at Sean Porter. Sean Porter used to fight at 154, but he see where the money was at. But that's just boxing. And Floyd made 147 the money division because back then, heavyweights was the only division bringing in that bread. The heavyweight division. Like I said, you can have 2 great fighters, the pound for pound number 1 versus the number 2, which is Roy Jones versus James Toney. Exactly, Rick Timms. The way you do it in practice is the way you got to do it. And what's the 5 P's, Rick? Positively perfect planning prevents piss poor performance. That's why all the greats, Big Dog Willie, if you saying the only reason Tank is a star is because Floyd Mayweather made him, you're a lie, Big Dog Willie. And I can tell you why. Floyd was there for Shakur, he was there for Devin. He had Devin before Tank, Big Dog Willie. Floyd Mayweather had Mickey Bay. He didn't turn Mickey Bay into a star. Floyd had Badu Jack. He gave Badu Jack more chance than anybody, Big Dog Willie. Why Badu Jack ain't a star? He had Africa. Africa is just now starting to get some limelight. So you can't say Floyd made him a star because Floyd gave a lot of people more chance than he gave Tank, and they didn't become stars. I'm just being honest, Rick. Big Dog Willie. Floyd put that man in position, and when he had the lights on him, Tank did what he was supposed to do. Just like Floyd put Canelo in position. And when the lights came on, Canelo, he beat Austin Trout. Like, can't nobody make you nothing. All they can do is put you in the daggone arms. They can put you in a position to become what you need to become. But if you don't step up and do what you got to do, then that'll never happen. Next, you're gonna say that Floyd made motherfucking Earl Spence a star, when all Floyd did was put Earl in position. I mean, Big Dog Willie. What Shakur fight? What Devin fight? I don't understand. This is one thing I don't get. I love boxing. I don't understand how grown men are this upset about the next man. Like, y'all really be hating on this young dude Tank like he did something personal to y'all, bruh. Like me, I'm just saying, maybe it's because I guess me, Rick Timms, and some of us, we old school. Like, to some of y'all young bucks, I guess I'm in my 40s. I'm in my mid 40s. And I was never taught to hate the next man. I was always taught, if you can do it, that means I can do it, and I'm going to try to do it. That shit'll motivate me. And one thing about it, I would never hate on a young man that's doing well for himself. This man bought his projects. He bought his projects out to help people. Shout out to my man, Slogan One in the building, don't mess with Texas, salute. Like, this man is doing good for the community. This man slept out in front of the motherfucking boxing facility because he wanted to train. No, 2 cents. Big Dog Willie really don't like Tank over Shakur. Shakur had his grandfather and all them to help him. Devin had his dad, which they all say. Tank really had to get this shit out the motherfucking mud, dog. And against all odds, this nigga strived and survived. You ain't have Floyd going to see Tank in the motherfucking U.S. Olympics like he did with Shakur. You feel me? Hey, Rick, one thing about it, though, Ugas fucked up against Spence, because if Ugas would have pressed the gas from the get-go, Rick, he would have got Spence. It took Spence 4 rounds to get the adrenaline flowing, Rick, and go back and watch with me. It took Yordenis Ugas 4 rounds. No, it took Spence 4 rounds for his body to get going, because at first he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. And then after the 4th round, you know, that's when Spence shit started kicking in. And what Bud did, Rick Timms, Bud usually starts off a fight slow. That motherfucker attacked Spence from the get-go. You heard what Spence said at the end of the fight? I just couldn't get it going. Say, can't get it going. Bud didn't let Spence get that sweat rolling. Shout out to my brother James Dunnigan in the building. Bud was smart. He didn't let Spence get that sweat and let that adrenaline go. Because once Earl would have got that adrenaline going, then that weight drain shit wouldn't have mattered no more. That's why Bud started off so damn fast. He ain't let Spence get the rolling, which was smart. And look, can I get 4 people in the Cash App or the PayPal? Support the grind, baby. What I do up here is hard work, baby. So support the grind. Can I get 4 more people to support the grind? Actually, Rick, after Keyshawn Davis beats Baranchek, and after Tank beats Lamont Roach, I want Davis versus Davis. And when Tank get that belt, then I want Shakur to step up, and I want Loma to come in. Because Loma's not going to fight Tank unless it's for undisputed. Loma's not going to fight Tank unless it's undisputed. But Shakur Stevenson didn't fight Tank because the PBC wouldn't give Shakur a multi-fight deal. Espinosa's on record saying it. Eddie Hearn said it. Shakur said it. But Shakur made a mistake and tried to twist the words, but he couldn't get it out. But They just wanted Shakur for a one-fight deal because they know it's hard to sell Shakur. Shakur is not the type of fighter that you can just sell like that, bro. Like, Shakur, yes, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter, but with this day and age, a lot of people not trying to see that hit and don't get hit shit. Like, Pernell Whitaker was a great defensive fighter, but he was still knock you in your ass. Antonio King, salute, my brother. One thing about Shakur, he lets his mouth mess up his mouth writes a check and his ass can't cash it. Soldier 7, salute, my brother. If Shakur just went out there and fought and does what he says, motherfuckers wouldn't be mad at him. But when you got Shakur telling motherfuckers, I'm going to stop this nigga, I'm going to walk this nigga down, then you don't stop the nigga or walk this nigga down, of course people going to have shit to say. Like you said, you was going to walk Artem Hardatunian down. You didn't walk him down. You didn't stop him. And then you get mad when people hold you accountable for the shit that you say. If that's the case, then don't say it. That's what I'm saying. Like, and people say I be hating on Shakur. I don't hate on Shakur. But Shakur, if you tell me that you gonna knock a nigga ass out, then Shakur, I want to see you knock that nigga out. If you gonna box the nigga, then box the nigga. That's like a nigga telling me, if I give you $100, you gonna give me $150 back. And when it's time for you to pay me, you only giving me $100. I'm like, what my other 50 for? I didn't ask you for the extra. You told me you was gonna do it. So if you told me you was gonna do it, I'm gonna hold you to that shit, my nigga. And openly, you said they're not gonna give Tank credit for beating Loma, but you want me to tell you what's crazy though, openly? You just had Shakur eating damn Loma dick the other day, saying that Lomachenko should be number 1 at 135. And that's why I lost a lot of respect for Shakur. Because Shakur got on this thing the other day. This is recent. He talking about they need to change the rankings for 135. I don't think Tank Davis should be number 1 at 135. I think Loma should be the champion. I'm like, Shakur, I would have respected it more if you said Tank shouldn't have been number 1. It should have been you, nigga. How you gonna turn around and say the nigga that got his ass whooped 3 times should be number 1? This nigga Loma been getting beat up and down the goddamn road, and you talking about he should be number 1. Like, Shakur, you lost all respect with that one, bro. I would have respected Shakur more if he would have stood on business and say, nigga, I'm number 1. And then I'd have been like, okay, my nigga. And you just came out last year and said, Loma Chicken, you said he was ducking you, he was running. Like, come on, these niggas, just come out and say you didn't want to say you was number 1 because then Tank would have had questions. And then Tank would have been pressing you down. So Shakur threw Loma under the bus again because Loma threw him under the bus. Because, see, Loma was supposed to fight Tank, and you had Shakur in the background talking about, well, Loma, if you don't want to fight him, I'll fight him then. And shout out to my nigga D1 in the Cash App with the $2 holler. Appreciate you, King. And what up to you too, my brother. And like I said, can I get 3 more people in the Cash App to support the grind? Support the grind. You know, motherfuckers don't understand how hard it is to run a show for 2 hours. But yeah, Big Dog Willie, that's a lie. I pulled it up. Lomachenko ducked Tank then, and he ducked Tank now because Floyd and them was trying to get them together and trying to get them World of Animal salute. They was trying to get them motherfuckers together, and Lomachenko and them was like, how about we do it at 135? So let's not do it. Let's not do that, Big Dog Willie. Your boy Shakur eating down Loma's dick. That's all it is, Big Dog Willie. Because it's funny as hell. Shakur said that nigga was ducking and all this shit, but now Shakur talk about Loma number 1. And that's because Loma threw him on the bus. Now he trying to throw Loma under the bus. Because Loma and Tank was supposed to fight. Shakur kept chirping like a little bird in the background because he like them people that hold me back. Hold me back. And then when you stop, he said, don't hold me back. Don't hold me back. And then when you stop holding him back, he look at you like, come on, dog, hold me back. And that's what he was doing. He kept saying, Loma, if you don't want to fight Tank, I'll do it. I'll fight Tank. I ain't scared to fight Tank. And you know, Loma was like, oh, really? Loma's like, well, have at it then, young brother. Shakur talk about, what happened to Loma? He talk about, well, shit, I can't fight Tank right now. Yeah, Tank and them sent me an offer and everything, but what that mean? They not trying to do a 3-fight deal. What that mean? And what's crazy, I didn't realize, and you right, Mr. Boxer Fanatic, Shakur is a real jealous ass fighter, dog. And you know, that's the femininity of Shakur Stevenson. Shakur is a real feminine ass, slimy ass, backbiting ass guy. And people want to know why I say that he's a slimy ass, backbiting ass guy. Because 5 years ago, that nigga was in Tank Davis's gym, goofing and cheesing like a little ass girl. He was blushing like a girl that just got his cherry pop. And he was sitting there smiling, goofing, and pointing at Tank. Even when Tank beat Frank Martin, Shakur was first back there to that man's locker room trying to get up in that man's picture like, hey, Tank, yeah. Not just that. Then Shakur, he be eating on Bud. Yeah, okay, that's your homie. But not only that, I'm going to show you how jealous this motherfucker was. Devin and even though I'm going to keep it 100, Devin and Bill, they did everything for that boy. They did more for Shakur than his own family did. They let that nigga sleep at the house. They was taking the nigga to tournaments and everything. Soon as Devin started getting a little shine, soon as Devin got a little bit of shine, and they had already talked about it. Soon as Devin got a little bit of shine, all right, big dog Willie, and your sex life been ducking you for 3 years, bro. Yeah. So soon as Devin got a little bit of shine, Shakur, and look, you know Shakur and Devin been sparring, so they know each other. So Shakur sees Devin with the motherfucking with the belts. Shakur know he can beat Devin. He said, fuck all this brotherhood shit. Like, nigga, you got this shit. I'm about to come take your shit, Devin. Like, how you gonna try to stab your man in the back for his coins? So then Shakur started putting the press game on Devin, and Devin's supposed to be his man and shit, dog. Like, that's some snake ass shit. And look, then he want to be friends with Keyshawn because he done sparred with Keyshawn, and Keyshawn done gave him some business. Now he don't want to fight Keyshawn. Oh, that's my brother. Nigga, you were saying Devin was your brother until you realize you can beat him in the boxing. Then you try to step on this nigga, dog. Then you get mad at Cameron and Mace because they said your ass is boring. Like, you can't even mention, and look, Shakur is the one boxer that gets mad if you say anything about what happened. Exactly, Ashley. He was in, man, Shakur loved Tank Davis, dog. He loved Tank Davis. Tank Davis was his fucking idol, bro. This nigga sat there and said the shit, dog. And shout out to my man Kawhi Elliott in the Cash App with the $1 make him say holla in the building. Appreciate you, family. But yeah, that's the shit that I don't get, bro. Like motherfuckers, like, and I understand why Devin Bill was mad, because nigga, I did all this shit for you. Like, I did all this shit for you, and then you gonna backbite me like that? Like, nigga, you been a snake. You been a motherfucking snake, bro. Now, I respect it if you motherfucking just go after nigga from the get-go, but don't act like you a nigga friend and you brothers, but you can't fight a nigga brother, but now Keyshawn, you and Keyshawn won't fight. Like, nigga, that picking and choosing shit, that's what get me. If you gonna snake, nigga, snake them all then, nigga. Don't choose to beat Devin up and then you want to damn be friends with Keyshawn. No. Like, that's what I'm saying when niggas be picking and choosing. He tried to pick and choose with Abdullah Mason, but Abdullah Mason sat there and said, nah, fuck that. If you ain't part of if you not my real brother, if you ain't part of the Mason Six, then you can get it. He told Shakur that. And Keyshawn got mad and called out Abdullah Mason, then came back less than 12 hours later and retracted all that bullshit. Ox still salute. Mike Tyson told me, if you my brother, if you my friend, then fight me. Abdullah say, if you my friend, then fight me. Help me get the bag. Help me get the motherfucking bag. You saw what Earl and Jamel Charlo said. They said they'd get it. They said he'd get it. Yeah, Shakur always trying to fight his sparring partner. Hell, Lomachenko was showing that nigga the ropes. And after he seen that he got over on Lomachenko, then he started calling out Loma. See, that's what Shakur does. People ain't peeped his style. Shakur want to spar you first. And then he want to see you and see if he can figure you out in sparring. And if he have a good sparring with you, then he want to fight you like he did with his girlfriend's brother, Joette Gonzalez. You know, him and Joette Gonzalez supposed to be family. Nigga, you date my sister. Me and you in there sparring and the thing and everything. And you seen it, Melvin, that podcast, salute. And that's what I'm saying. Shakur been shiesty the whole go round. People ain't noticing it. Him and Joette Gonzalez. But check this out, y'all. Him and Joette Gonzalez was like brothers, man. He popping a nigga's sister and everything. Then next thing you know, out of the blue, he challenges that nigga for a fight. His sister was like, where this come from? Like Shakur sprung that nigga on him. Shakur and Jamel Herring was cool. But Jamel Herring was like, bro, if we cool, let's get this bag together. So they tricked Jamel Herring into signing for $750,000 while Shakur walked away. He renegotiated and got $3 million. So instead of Jamel Herring and Shakur splitting the money, Jamel was the champion. Got $750,000 while Shakur got $3 million. That's why Jamel was mad, because Shakur renegotiated behind his back and came to him, was like, this is what we had. And then Devin and Bill been taking care of the nigga. He seen that he could beat Devin in sparring. Then he like, yo, Devin, I need that. He like, Devin, you getting too much motherfucking shine with that undisputed. I need them belts, or you have to leave the division. Lomachenko, I beat you in sparring, nigga. I want to see you. But when it's time for Tank, well, he sent the offer. But what that mean? What that mean? Because he sent me an offer. That don't mean nothing. That's what I said, Boxing Fanatic. He snaked the hell out of Jamel Herring. Shakur be snaking the hell out of people, bro. And only snake motherfuckers would think that shit's cool. Like, what you do for a snake, you cut their fucking head off, bro. But that's what he be doing. And motherfuckers still look up to this nigga, though. That's why I hope Keyshawn do that nigga the same way. I hope Keyshawn be like, yo, Shakur, nigga, I hope Tank tell that nigga, look, get that belt from Shakur, me and you can bet. We can fight. I give you 30%. I bet they offer that nigga 30%. I bet that nigga get Shakur ass in that ring fast as hell, dog. Yeah, get that nigga in the ring fast as hell. Shakur be like, man, I thought we were brothers. Shakur will be like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm just gonna move up to 140, man. I ain't doing this shit, dog. I ain't gonna fight you, bro. You gonna turn me over some money. Ain't that what you been doing, Shakur? But see, that's what I'm saying, though. If you gonna be a snake, stand on that shit, my nigga. You sit up here butt naked call outs on Tank, bro. Like, you sitting out there butt ass naked trying to call Tank Davis out. And then when Tank Davis ain't got a fight, then I got radio silence. Like, nigga, what was the same nigga that was Shakur Twitterson? Nigga, take the fight. And that's what I'm saying. Keyshawn Davis was sitting here talking about knock, and you been tricking the game for too long. Hey, Kawhi, I don't know if Keyshawn can beat Shakur or not, but I want to see it. I want to see all these niggas fight. I want to see Tank versus Shakur, Tank versus Keyshawn. I want to see these motherfuckers mix this shit the fuck up. I'm tired of motherfuckers talking about who can beat who and all that shit. And then you got that nigga Tito Mercado telling that nigga to come out there. Hell, I want to see. Matter of fact, I want Tank to fight Shakur, not Keyshawn. I want Tank to fight Keyshawn. I want to see him fight Shakur. I want to see how good Tank Davis really is, honestly. I really want to see how well Tank can cut that ring off. I want to see Tank. I want people to see how Tank will systematically close off that ring. And just because everybody sit there and say what Shakur would do to Tank, I got to see that fight. And I don't care what nobody say. A lot of people think I'm stupid for saying this. I still want Devin versus Tank. And a lot of people like, well, man, Ryan Garcia already knocked out Devin, and Tank knocked out Devin. I mean, Tank knocked out Ryan, but Tank didn't knock out Devin. And this is where I talk about the triangle theory. Like I said, Sugar Shane beat Margarito. Margarito beat Vernon Forrest. Vernon Forrest beat Sugar Shane. But none of them could beat the opposites. Like, just because Tank Davis beat Ryan and Ryan beat Devin, I still want to see what Devin Haney and Tank Davis look like. Styles make fight. Ryan Garcia and Devin's the same size. Ryan has a reach advantage. I want to see with a big Devin versus a Tank. I want to see how Tank can maneuver. I want to see if he can navigate through that and show me what type of fighter he is. I want to see that shit. You feel what I'm saying? I want to see if he can get in there and put that nigga down. I want to see his skill. Like, I want to see this shit. Just because one person beat the nigga. I'm from the school where just because one nigga whooped your ass don't mean that you're done being a boxer. Mike Tyson took plenty of L's, but he still was dangerous when he got in the ring with somebody else. And just because a fighter takes one motherfucking loss doesn't mean that he's irrelevant. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if Shakur does lose to Tank Davis, that don't mean Shakur's not a good fighter. Ryan Garcia lost to Tank and he's still out here smashing shit. I want to see all these motherfuckers mix it up. I definitely want to see somebody get a hold of Teofimo. But Teofimo know niggas is after their ass. That's why Teofimo motherfucking ass ain't getting in that goddamn ring, dog. And that's the one nigga I want to see get his motherfucking damn ass knocked the fuck around. And shout out to the queen in the building. Miss Angie in the building with the $25 holla. I appreciate you, queen. My money on against who? Daryl Thigpen. And my bad, Miss Angie. I gotta do you like I do all the females on this channel. I make sure all the females got a big stick in here just in case, because, you know, we got respect for the females over here. Most men over here, they got respect for the females, but I always make sure the females can handle themselves in here. So hold on, let me find Miss Angie anyway. But thank you again for supporting the grind, queen. Hold on one second, y'all. Hey, don't time out, Big Dog Willie, man. Sexy Kendra in the building. Salute, queen. Peace and blessings to you. Hope everything's well with you. Hey, Miss Angie, can you say something real quick? I can't find you. Can't find you in the chat. I don't think you go back far enough. Let me see. Y'all give me 1 second real quick. Oh, I found her. All right, I got it. I make sure all the women are like that. But you know something? Exactly, Rick. I want Devin versus Tank at 140. Nah, Miss Angie, I make sure the women got big pistols so they can pop something. You know something, Rick Timms? But see, you know, Rick, that's the difference between me and you. I want everybody to have rehydration. I feel like every person, every division need to have at least a 15% rehydration. Like, I feel like, that way people can fight in their right weight classes. You feel what I'm saying? I want to see everybody in their right weight class. I don't want to see a motherfucker like Bam Rodriguez. He fights at 115, but when he fought Sonny, the man weighed 140, Rick. He was 143. Now, that's 7 weight divisions. That's 115, 118, 122, 126, 130, 135, 140. That's 7 divisions right there, and he's halfway through an 8 division. He's halfway through an 8 division, Rick. Bam Rodriguez fighting at 115, and then he coming in at 143. If he would have fought, if he would have came in at 147, that was 8 divisions, Rick. That's why I believe all fighters need to be put under a no bigger than 15% rehydration. Not 15 pounds. Matter of fact, 13%. 13% should be it. Like if you rehydrate more than 13%, then you need to move up. You need to move up if you rehydrating that much. You got Bam Rodriguez fighting at 115, coming in at 140. You got Naoya Inoue, who fights at 122, who was just 150 his last fight. Naoya Inoue was just 150 in his last fight. But then they talking about he can't fight Tank. But he's bigger than Tank. He's taller than Tank. And he rehydrates more than Tank. Naoya Inoue was, people said he was 155. But what I'm saying is he was at least 150 when he walked in the ring the other day. 155 pounds, they said. That's fucking damn Jamal Charlo's weight. So you go from 122, 126, 130, 135, 140, 147, 154. That's 7 divisions. But they say we don't need no rehydration. We do need fucking rehydration. Because that shit's crazy. Stephen Fulton is a career 122 pounder. Naoya Inoue was the bigger guy in the ring. And Stephen Fulton rehydrates to at least 140. And Inoue was bigger, faster, and stronger. It's a dangerous game they playing, people. Yeah, same day weigh-ins, man. That's what I be saying. And I'm not just singling out Devin. Devin is the least of that shit. It's motherfuckers that been doing it. Motherfuckers that's made a living off of it. Hey, 2 Cent. That's the shit that I don't get right there. Matter of fact, 2 Cent, why are men worried about the sexuality of another man? Like me, your sexuality ain't my business. I don't give a fuck who you fucking. None of that shit. Like that shit really is weird as fuck though. Like that shit is weird as fuck, y'all. And for people not to understand that shit, like that shit crazy as hell. But, I guess some people get off on that shit. Like, that's what I be saying, like, men aren't the same as men used to be, dog. Like, men, we used to didn't worry about what the next man did. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is a new breed of generation of men out here, dog. Y'all give me 1 second. Trying to get this thing pulled up real quick. Hold on 1 second. All right. So I don't understand. Like, these people be wondering. Like, these people be wondering what the next man doing and shit like that. Like, that's not what men do, dog. Like, as a man, like, that shit is not cipher, dog. Like, who worries what the next man is doing? Like, okay, cool. But like, if a man was gay or if he wasn't gay, what that has to do with you though? Like, I don't get that. But you know, I guess this is their thing right now. Like, and that's why I say, like, men have done switched the role of the female. Like, usually that's the female's job to worry about what a man is doing. But these men are doing it now. Like, they doing the female's job. Y'all give me 1 second. I'm about to fix my device real quick. I don't know what the hell I just did. But I think I did something wrong. And I still need 2 more people to support the grind for the day. Can I get 2 more people either in the Cash App or PayPal to hit the goal of support for the day? Just give me 2 more people. And I'm going to have to redo this shit real quick. I don't know what the fuck I pressed. Yeah, like, what the next man do, it ain't got shit to do with me. You feel what I'm saying? As long as he ain't hollering at my wife. And y'all know what's crazy, right? Yesterday, Key Alexandria, she gave us a picture yesterday, right? Yes. Damn, I'm tripping. Can y'all hear me now? My bad. This is what I'm saying, right? Tell me why yesterday, right? Key took a picture off her TV. She took a picture off her flat screen, right? So Key took a picture. Tell me why Blue Blood stole the picture, because the picture I used the picture for the show yesterday. The picture I used for the show. Tell me why Blue Blood stole my shit. Well, stole the shit that Key gave me. He stole the sheet. He stole the picture. He stole the motherfucking picture that we were supposed to use for the show. Blue Blood stole the picture and then did a show. I mean, well, he did a video talking about Shakur Stevenson hurt. Now, and this is how I know he stole the picture, because Key, she took the picture. And when Key took the picture, right, she made little circles in the picture where she circled Shakur's face and she circled Shakur's motherfucking hand, right? So Key circled the pictures, right? Next thing you know, Blue Blood stole the damn picture. He stole the picture that Key Alexandria made. He stole her picture and made a video. Like he made a video with the damn picture that he stole. Didn't even damn give it up. Didn't even damn, just stole it. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Shalom to my brother Thomas Hill. Now y'all see the picture right there, right? Y'all see. Now see, I had put the show up early, right? So it don't show until I put it up like 5 hours before it was time to go on the show. But you see the circle and everything on Shakur, right? You see the circle on his eye, and you see the circle on his hand, right? Now, this is my stream right there. That's the circle in the hand right there. That's everything before Blue Blood did that, right? Like, not only did he steal the picture, but he didn't even give her no damn credit. Like, he didn't even give her no credit. Like, damn. Like, you didn't even give no credit or nothing. And this is what I'm saying, like, and then people gonna be like, well, damn, how you sure? Because, bro, I'm sure. Because this the original picture right here. This the original picture. You can see the flat screen right there. You can see the flat screen. You can see the DVDs and everything up under it. You see the flat screen. You see the DVDs and all that. I'm just saying, but y'all see the flat screen. You see the DVDs. You see everything, right? Just so people won't be like, okay, Upper, you just hating on Blue Blood. No, Blue Blood stole it. Like, didn't nobody else have that same shit? And I'm just like, well, damn, my nigga, you can at least say something. Like, and this is not the first time you've been stealing, bro. Like, you always stealing over there, bro. Like, that shit crazy. Hey, bro, how's that Photoshop? And it's right there on the TV screen with a circle screen, bro. You feel me, World of Animals? All right, I'm back. My regular screen. It's just funny to me, dog. Like, damn. Blue steady. First off, he steal the pit. First off, he steal ideas. He steal stories. He steal talking points. Now the nigga stealing down pictures. God damn. Ain't shit sacred with Blue Blood, boy. My nigga Blue. Shout out my nigga Blue. That nigga Blue hell, boy. Blue Blood hell, boy. Damn. But yeah, but that's what I was saying right there, man. Like, I want the best to fight the best, bro. Like people sit there saying, You talk about, oh, Brian, you talk about when I was like, oh, you said I sound far away? Hold on. All right, testing. How I sound now? How do I sound now? If this world were mine. I don't know why I sound like I'm in a tunnel. Oh, do I got reverb on? Hold on, what's reverb? Let me see. All right, what about now? I just took the reverb off all things. What about now? Am I good now? I just took the reverb off. Am I good now? All right, hold on, man. All right, y'all let me know now. Hold on. All right, am I good now? What I'm sounding like? Okay. You know, usually the studio quality mic. Okay. So the reverb. I always wonder what the fuck reverb meant on the damn mic. Yeah. If this world were mine, that five. Damn, I done went back to the echo. Oh, I had it. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. All right. Now am I good, y'all? Okay. Now, what about now? Oh, I had it. So am I good? Shit, man. Am I good now? I just switched it back. Okay, I'm good. If this world were mine, five. Okay, okay. Now that we got the technical okay. So it means not to hit that button right there. Okay. I was trying. My mic sounds nice. Check one. Ooh. Yeah. All right. And shout out to my brother, Mr. Altruistic, coming through the building with the facts so nutristic with the $10 holler. It's so ballistic. I appreciate you, King. You always coming through. I appreciate you, brother, for always coming through, supporting the grind. Yeah. And I just need one more person to support the grind for the day, and we be at our goal for the day of the support. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming through here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for giving me y'all time to come here and listen to me talk my bullshit today. You feel me? Because without y'all, it ain't no apex to God. You feel me? I can't talk this shit if y'all don't come through and kick it with me. Smack that like button if you haven't. And if you're not subscribed to 2 Cent Boxer, she gonna drop that link. Make sure you subscribe to her. Make sure you subscribe to the beautiful Queen Ashley's Corner. These girls right here, they know they shit. They not Jamil off of ESPN. They actually do know what the fuck they're talking about. You feel me? So y'all support the queens of boxing. I'm like Jake Paul in this bad boy. I want to see the women do good in boxing. You feel me? But to the next thing, we got daggone people just need to stop counting fighters out. And that brings me to David Benavidez versus David Morrell. This is a fight that we need right here. This fight for the culture. And I feel like the winner of this fight will be the new star in boxing. They've already made it to an $8 million gate so far. And it's already sold out. They should do at least 250,000 to 300 pay-per-view. Right? the winner will become the next face. But I feel like the loser still is in a good place because these are two great fighters fighting. Say like David Benavidez loses, then he takes on another tough fight and he wins. Or it could be a great fight, and if Morrell loses, he can come back. You know, I feel like this. If this fight is great the way I think it will be, they can have a rematch, even a trilogy. Because these are two people in their prime, 26 years old. They're the best at what they do. And I think they're each other's biggest competition. Neither one of them, Terrence Crawford would not beat neither one of these guys. That's why he's going for Canelo Alvarez, a person who he's bigger than, like height-wise and everything. But Terrence Crawford doesn't measure up to these guys right here. He wouldn't fight a real 168-pounder. Now they're 175. But what I'm saying is, right, we also need to hold people accountable. Right now, Terrence Crawford is the pound-for-pound king. But if Terrence Crawford goes up to 168 and Canelo knocks him the fuck out or beats his ass, then nigga, you're not the pound-for-pound king no more. Because you went up and you lost. And I'm going to hold you accountable for going up and losing. Like, we don't get no do-overs because you asked for this fight. You've been begging to go up here and fight Canelo. So when you go, because if you beat Canelo, you want all the accolades and you want all the accolades and praises, right? If you beat Canelo, you want all the accolades and all the praises. So when you lose, I'm gonna give you all the accolades and praises when you fucking lose. And Terrence Crawford was actually 170 pounds when he fought the dude he just fought. What's your dude name he just fought? Mac of the South, Macadocious, salute, King. Terrence Crawford last fight at 154, he rehydrated to 170. He rehydrated to 170. So you already showed me you can get in Canelo's weight class. So you want all, you know what I'm saying? If you want what it is, then you take everything that comes with it. Yep, Snack working in overtime right now. But yeah, I sit there and say, that's a good fight. Hey, Thomas, I think Morrell got more experience, but Morrell got over 100 damn amateur fights. That man done seen every type of style. I think Benavidez is the bigger, more come through juggernaut. I think Morrell has the boxing ability. It's gonna be boxing ability versus brute force, and that's gonna be the difference. Yeah, Bud's about to get a spank, and it's crazy because they're showing an old interview on Hot 97 of Bud Crawford, and they asked Bud, "What would be your max weight?" And he said, "My max weight to fight at is 154." And they was like, "What?" He was like, "154 would be the max weight that I could fight at because I respect the weight divisions." Now all of a sudden he wants, Majamal. Now all of a sudden he wants to go to 168. Yep. But yeah, so and look, like I said, I just need one more person to support the grind for the day. Can I get who gonna be the last person to support the grind for today? I need one more. One more person to support the grind for today. And we're at our thing. Who is it gonna be you? Or is it gonna be you? Who's gonna be the last person to support the grind for the day? And I see Frequent Liar ain't brought his ass over here today. You know what it is. Frequent liar, no. And see, it's and like I said before, I think Devin's a good fighter. But like I said, his dad is ruining his career. And if he doesn't get a hold of that, it's going to end up hurting him in the long run. It's going to end up hurting him in the long run. And when I say that, it's because his dad messed up the bag. You feel what I'm saying? Like his dad messed up the bag. His dad messed up the bag with damn motherfucking when he fought Ryan Garcia, his dad messed up the bag. Like they did a $300,000 gate, and when he did the $300 gate, that shit just wasn't what it was. He only got like $2 million. Like I think like $2 or $3 million off a $300,000 gate. And Bill Haney, he sat there and let that shit happen because Bill Haney went for revenue. I mean, profits instead of revenue. You feel what I'm saying? And if Bill wasn't trying to trick the game, then he would have got that right there. But one thing about it, it didn't happen. And so that's for one. Next thing you know, he lets his son take an undue amount of punishment. Like Devin Haney should never took that type of punishment in the ring. But he did. He took that type of punishment when his dad didn't have to let him take that type of punishment. Like like I said before, Devin Haney doesn't have one-stop power. So it's no reason that Devin Haney should have continued that fight when he was down that far. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, Thomas Hill, we talking about how Bill Haney talking about how everybody don't want to take them VADA tests and everything, bro. You know how Bill Haney normally does it. You feel me? He talking about Rolly, Ryan, and Jose Ramirez ain't taking VADA. Well, like I said before, though, Thomas Hill, VADA doesn't even do testing. VADA doesn't even do testing. VADA is a company that sends the test off. Like they send the test off, and they send the test off to a third party. But it's all good though. Well, my man Just Do, he getting his thing on. I ain't gonna cut into his time. I appreciate everybody that came out here today. Dr. Key will be back tomorrow. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming through, doing what you got to do. And I just needed one more person to support for the day. We missed out on that, but it's all good. I appreciate everybody that did support. And I'm glad Angie done came back to the channel. I appreciate you, Angie. And I appreciate my boy Altruist. I appreciate everybody that come through. And tomorrow, Dr. Key will be back in here so we get our Bunny and Clyde shit going. Y'all know how we do. The little give and go. You feel me? But hey, make sure y'all subscribe to Just Do as well. Check them out. Subscribe to 2 Cent. Make sure you subscribe to Ashley's Corner. And tomorrow, come back here the same time tomorrow. We're gonna have a hot show for you tomorrow. We're gonna get in there and kicking somebody's ass. We're gonna talk about the fight card coming up, the predictions. I appreciate all y'all for coming out here today, man. Y'all know what I'm saying? And I will catch y'all on this bad boy tomorrow. Yes, I will. We done put in 2 hours. I don't want to cut too far on my man Just Do time. So yeah.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really trippin', leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga leaving. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more.
His brain's gone, nigga.
It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting.
We really hit it, nigga.
We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really trippin', leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really trippin', leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Hop out and leave him holding like the Bible. AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals.
Break that shit down, nigga.
AK or anybody kill it. Hop out, get the drilling and spillin'. Stay on .62, gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner.
5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple Opps Draco. I got them all, you don't want no.
I got all those shit, nigga.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really trippin', leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm